Welcome to the Dart programming language. Right away we are going to start coding, and we are going to start from the basics. If you have never coded, please, this is the right lesson for you. We are going to start right away. What is that language? That language is the programming language that was developed by Google company and backed by Google. Also, it has a lot of communities that is used to program a lot of things. By the way, when we talk of that, in most cases you have to bring Dart, you have to bring Flutter, because Flutter entirely uses that language. And as you know, with the Flutter you can do many things like Android applications, iOS applications, Linux software, Windows software, Mac computer software, websites, back-end, all back-end applications, embedded software, all robotics, and a lot of things really can be done with that language and Flutter. Right away we are going to start to code in Dart. There is other ways of executing things by commands, but the simple way I'm going to show you just by the cursor, so that you understand everything clearly. We shall see the commands in the later videos, or I may make separate videos how to use commands on computers. Now we are going to first start to make or to open a new Dart file. How are we going to do this? Is the VS Code, please. This is the VS Code. If you haven't installed the VS Code, you can use the Dartpad. The Dartpad, you can go to dartpad.dev. This is the online editor for Dart and Flutter. Okay, we are going to go here on view, where you see this word view. You are going to tap there, then you are going to tap here command palette. You are going to write here Dart. You are going to tap here Dart new project. Now you are going to select console application. Now you are going to pick a folder where you are going to save your project. This is the folder named it's named project. We are going to use this folder. Our application, it's named Dart application 2. Now after here you are going to press enter. After pressing enter, that's what we are. The file is being created. The file is being created. The file is being created, my dears. The file is being created. Yes, the first file has been created with some demo codes, but we do not need these demo codes. I want to show you everything from the scratch, so I'm going to delete this. You have to highlight it and place the backspace or delete it. I want to create more space here of coding. Now every coding language has an entry, This is the starting point of each coding language. We call it entry in most cases. Yes, or this is the special function that we have to start with any programming language. So we have what we call the main function. In that, this is our entry, or this is the main function. Everything we are going to do is going to be inside the main function. How do we do it? You start with main, you write the word main, then you are going to put the brackets. That's our main function. Then to put more things, we are going to put the curly brackets. Everything else we are going to do it inside the curly brackets. Now we are going to press enter inside the curly brackets so that you create space. Yeah, like that space. Now everything is going to be done inside here. Everything is going to be done inside here, the curly brackets, inside our main function. So Whatever you want to command the computer to do is going to be done inside this main function. In most cases, when you start coding in any programming language, we start with what we call the print statement. We are going to print something on the screen which we call hello world. So this is going to be our first function. We are going to command the computer to print the hello world. We do it like this. In that you write print, then you are going to put the brackets. When you put the first bracket, automatically the system will bring the last bracket or the second bracket. But in that, you have to put the semicolon after the bracket. It's a must. You have to put the semicolon. But inside our print, inside the brackets, we have nothing we have put. So we are telling the system to print nothing. What are we going to do? We are going to put something, the string hello world. So when we are just going to write a sentence or a text, we call it a string. In that, a string is surrounded by the quotes. You can use the single quote or the double quotes, but let us use the double quotes. So we are going to print something which we call hello world. Hello world. So we are going to command the computer to print this on the screen. How are we going to do it? You just observe the cursor, please. Just observe here. We are going to place here run. I told you there are many ways we can use the command run, but at this time you may not manage. We shall see that in other videos. So you are going to press here the run. Wow, the system has printed hello world. Do you see it? Here is it, hello world. So we have printed the first statement, or the first function has brought us the word hello world. Again, in most cases here, when we go here back, you may see sometimes you may see the word void. You may see the word void before the main function. This word void is meant to declare our main function, but even though you do not put it per now, still the system can print something. Yes, let us go further. Now it's not that you can only print the text, no, the strings, no. You can print everything. You can print a number. You can print a number. You can print a number. For example, you can print a number 45. You see, let us run. Yes, here is the number. It has been printed on the screen. So you can print, for example, you can print other things. Let's say, let us print something. Let us print maybe stars. You can print anything. We are going to print stars. Let me even first delete these ones so that we see what is it's printed. Run. You see, the stars have been printed. So that's how the computer, all the devices, all the systems are commanded to do the things. You have to put all the print statement inside our main function. Let us go further. So what you should know, that automatically understands the type of data like numbers, text, or booleans. You will see the booleans in the next videos. And the print statement can be used to output texts which are in quotes and values like numbers directly. Let us continue. Let me introduce to you what we call the variables. Variables are like containers that store information. So so if you want to store something and you use it later, you store it in a variable. And variables in that have different types, such as string, those are text, integers, or the whole numbers, and we have double. We call them decimal numbers. In other coding languages, you may not you do not differentiate between an integer and a double, but in that we separate the doubles and the integers. So an integer is a whole number, a double is the number with the point or something with a remainder. Then a string is a text. You should know it, guys. You should know it. Okay, I can okay, let us comment out again. If you want to just write a statement in the code, but if you do not want it to be executed by the system or by the computer, you can put that double slash and the system will ignore it. For example, I've told you we have integers, we have integers. These are whole numbers. These are whole numbers. Then we have doubles. These are numbers with the points or remainders. Then we have strings. Strings are text. So in short, please, those are the variables. You can have a string, you can have you can have a double, you can have a string, you can have an integer. For example, let me give you an example right here, but let us do these things inside our main function. Now, for example, we are going to say let us declare a variable, for example, a string name, a string name is equal to a name. For example, let us say Alice. Alice. Here you have to put the you have to put the semicolon. So we have declared a name, which is a variable, and we've named it Alice. So and let us also declare an integer. For example, when you say a name, you declare an integer int maybe yes age is equal to, let's say, given Alice is 25 years, you do like that. So we have declared a variable name, and name is Alice, and an integer, its age, it's 25. By the way, even if you do not say string or integer, still the system will know that as you've put Alice, that is automatically a string, or you've put 25, it will know that it's automatically an integer. But as we are starting, we have to indicate them so that you understand them. Another, let us also declare another variable, double. double, maybe the height of Alice. Let's say Alice is 5.80 inches. You have to put the semicolon. So we have declared the variable name Alice, an integer, her age 25, and her height, she is 5.80 inches. So for example, we are going to instruct the computer to print the name of Alice. You can do it like this. We have declared the variable. I told you the variable stores information, or it's like a container that stores. We are going to print Alice's name without writing it directly, as we did in the first example. We are going to just tell the computer to print the name, but you are going to see that the computer is going to print Alice without us writing the name Alice. For example, we are going to print we are going to put the bracket, and we are going to put the double, all the single quotes, anything. Let us first put the semicolon. Now we are going to write the statement here that her name, are you seeing me, guys? I want you to see me clearly here. Her name okay, because we already used the word name as a variable. Let us say she is called. Now we don't want to write the name Alice, but we want to just she's called the name. So we are going to pull the name from the first variable where we did say the string name is equal to Alice. Now if you want to call the name, we use the $sign. You do like this. She is called, then you print the $sign like this, and you put the variable name. Are you seeing me? Instead of writing the name Alice, we have called the variable here by writing the $sign. You are going to see what is going to happen. She is called this, but you are going to see that the system is not going to print this, but it's going to call this name Alice, though we have not written it. After you put the $sign, because we declared the variable and we told the system that the name is Alice, you do not need to write the name Alice here. Let us run and you see what is going to, if the system is going to give us the statement she is called Alice, instead of giving us these things which we do not want, but we just want the name Alice. Let us run. Error exists in your project. First wait, guys, almost you will be seeing errors like here. Instead of writing print, we forgot T, so the system cannot let you to go further without correcting the error. Let us print. Wow, the thing has worked out. She is called Alice. So we declared the variable name to Alice, and again here we just called the name just by writing the $sign, and we called the first variable. The system has given us the name Alice, so it has printed she is called Alice. So those are variables. Also, that thing can be even that's how we deal with the variables, you do not need to print the exact thing. You just call the variable, it will print itself on the screen without writing it directly. So here Alice is a string, 25 is the integer, and again height is the double. Let us continue. Please guys, from your editor or from your datapad, you can practice all of these things by changing the values here, by changing the string, so you can play on the editor and you change a lot of things and you see really that the things work out. Let us continue guys. Now we are going to see what we call the operations. What are the operations? When we say the operations, we talk about the plus, minus, times, and division. Let us get started. Let me first delete all of this, and we are going to start everything afresh. Let us put our function back void main. I told you bring the bracket, then you bring the curly brackets, then press enter so that we create a space here. You are going to see how we can use addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. For example, when we say okay, let me give you an example. Like you can print. Okay, let us get started right away. Okay, example, let us declare an integer a is equal to 10. You put the semicolon. Again we are going to say int b is equal to 4. You put the semicolon, and we are going to command the computer to print a plus b. A plus b. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? For example, we are going to say print Are you seeing guys? You are going to print bracket, you are going to print a plus b. What are we going to get? Guys, see the screen and see if the system is going to give us the addition of this number. Please guys, just see the screen. Let us run the system. Wow, the system has given us that a plus b, we are going to get 14. Really, it's correct, because 10 plus 4, we are going to get 14. Also, the same thing, you can go on and you say print a minus b, or you can say print a times b. Also, you can say print a, you can say a divide b. So in programming, the additional sign, this is the additional, the add sign, this is the minus sign, this is the multiplication, it's a star. Here this is the division sign. So let us see what we are going to get the screen. We are going to get the answers for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Let us run the system. Wow, we have got the answers. First, as you see here, 10 plus 4 it's 14. Then 10 minus 4 it's 6. Then 10 times 4 it's 40. And again 10 divided 4, you get to 0.5. So for now, let us make this lesson short so that you understand. In most cases, the easy way for you to understand things is by just learning things short. By learning short things, we are going to continue with another lesson. This lesson has been 4A. We are going to go to 4B, seeing other things like a function. Please just continue. If you can press the next video so that you learn the next video. Let us continue with the program. Don't worry if you haven't understood this section. Please, you will learn more things. Just keep up with me. Also, if you haven't understand this same thing, please, you can opt for just randomly searching for other videos. Sometimes it can be hard for you to learn from one teacher, which is okay. It's okay. If you haven't understood this thing from me, you can really search for another tutorial so that you gather more knowledge. A greater software engineer, if you want to be a greater developer, you have to be really a greater researcher. Let us meet in another lesson. Thank you for now.